Let me ask you about cap and trade. Cap and trade legislation is winding its way through Congress, as you know, and that's one way for Americans to use fewer fossil fuels and improve the environment. Do you think that this is going to pass? Because there's some Democrats who are really balking at the idea of this whole cap and trade plan.
Well, it has already passed the House of Representatives, and I think there's an excellent chance that it will pass the Senate before the beginning of the Copenhagen meeting this December, where all the nations of the world are due to get together on this new treaty. There has been some significant news and bipartisan support growing for this, and there are several other Republican senators who are now negotiating. They will add some new provisions to the bill. I think there's an excellent chance that it will pass.
In the same Newsweek that you graced the cover, Karl Rove writes an essay, and he says that this plan will put the U.S. on a ruinous course. He cites a Congressional Budget Office report that says a 15% CO2 reduction would cost the average American household $1,600 a year. And furthermore, he claims it would shift jobs overseas because of the large, intrusive government bureaucracy this would entail. Thoughts?
Well, that's the reflexive, automatic response that has always been offered whenever we Americans have decided to stop dumping pollution into the water and the air and on the ground. You know, this 90 million tons going into the air every day as if it's an open sewer, that really cannot continue. And the point is that, first of all, the estimated cost is a postage stamp a day for the average family. And yet the benefits are not taken into account always. The benefits in the form of millions of good new jobs. And by the way, if we want to continue to be dependent on foreign oil, don't overlook the fact that every so often OPEC decides to jack the price way up there, and it just devastates our economy. How many times do we want to ride on this roller coaster of world oil prices? And by the way, the new discoveries are declining and the demand in the rest of the world is rising. This roller coaster is headed for a crash, and we're in the front car. Now is the time to make the switch away from undependable, insecure foreign sources of energy and reclaim our own destiny by having American-made renewable energy that's right here, that creates jobs that cannot be outsourced.